Oklahoma's News 4. This is breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now on Interstate 40. Let's go now to McIntyre Law Chopper 4. And Mason down in the saddle for us as usual. And Mason, this is a different kind of chase. We've got a truck and a trailer. Mason, are you with me?
Yeah, it's currently northbound on I-30. Yeah, currently northbound on I-35, just passing 36th Street. His speeds are about 60 to 80 miles an hour right now. Got several units behind it. This is Oklahoma Highway Patrol. Air 1 is on the chase. They're actually calling it from the air right now. So it's occupied time. That's about all we know right now. This has been going on for about 10 to 15 minutes as he is northbound I-35 right now, doing about 80 miles an hour. And it is the trailer, so interesting. Got 5, 6, 7, 8 squad cars behind it. They may have just put some stop sticks out. We'll have to wait and see if they were effective or not. But that's all we know right now. You're looking live from McIntyre Law Chopper 4 as we follow this chase.
Okay, Mason, we're going to stick with you as long as your signal clears up here. Again, this is now on I-35. It was on I-40, turned over to I-35. Northbound is what Mason said, I believe. And moving pretty quickly, going by traffic. And, of course, one of the big problems will be if that long trailer starts to sway, that will definitely impact the truck. We're not sure at this point. We're looking to find out if this may be a stolen trailer or what exactly is going on with this chase. But you got to believe that the person in the truck knows they are being chased right now by several units, as Mason said, of the OHP. And there you see it right now. It's way past Northeast 36th and I-35, I believe, at this point, because they're heading up north is what Mason... Mason, you said they're going north, right? Ah, there's an exit.
I'm just out your left door.
All right, we'll continue. Mason's got a lot of traffic up there in the air with him. He's having to look out for it. But you see this truck is beginning to take an exit. It looks like it's going to try and go eastbound here if it comes around the loop, and we apologize for the signal problems here. It's going on I-44 is what we're hearing right now from our control room. And again, we're having some signal problems here, and we apologize for that. But it started a little while ago, and it's been going throughout the city now. Mason has been on it, been watching it, and you can see right there it is on a curve when it began to take that exit onto I-44, and we'll see if this signal will straighten out. There it is, westbound on I-44. We thought it might head towards eastern Oklahoma County, but that's not the case. So we will watch and see what happens here. If you're familiar with that area, you know this westbound on I-44, if he just came off I-35, will begin to go through, southern parts of the Edmond area and then go on through towards the really congested part of OKC. Let's continue to watch and see what happens here. Mason, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, Mason. So he took I-44. Is that the one that goes by the Cowboy Hall or the one that goes on to the Kilpatrick?
Yes, he is west Cowboy Hall of Fame. He's coming up on Kelly right now. He's slowed down to about 60, so they may have got some stop sticks out. We're not sure, but it looks like he's kind of wobbling around here, so he's definitely slowed down.
Oh, yeah, no doubt
And
about
like
it.
I said, it's occupied one time, they said, or what they could tell. And
those stop sticks,
can't tell exactly what he's doing there, but...
Yeah, we see the driver, and we're trying to tell if those tires are any flatter. Something's happened because he's almost come to a dead stop. And he's telling somebody to come up. I guess he's talking to the Highway Patrol. we'll see what happens here, Mason. We hope it all ends peacefully, of course. We're not sure exactly why he was being chased. We assume it has something to do with maybe a stolen trailer or some kind of violation. They're going to get out and they're going to want him to get out of the truck and get on the ground. His hands are out. Let's see what happens now. Tell us what you're seeing, Mason.
Well, I'm pretty much seeing what you guys are seeing. Well, I'm sure they're going to have their guns drawn. This is right at Kelly and I-44 west in the westbound lanes. You can see all of the officers there. As I'm going to have to make a right turn. There's about probably 15 officers behind him. They've got the completely blocked now, and a little bit of traffic behind, actually flying around. So they're just going to give him commands. We're going to tell him to get out of the truck, which he is not doing right now. But as you can see, they've got their weapons drawn. They'll tell him to get out of the truck, hopefully back up to them, and they can take him into custody right here on the highway, because I'm not sure if the stop sticks worked, but it appears that something happened to the truck here. And he is stopped here on the highway, right at Kelly.
It was kind of strange. He was waving them up. He was saying, come on up. But if they're telling him to get out of the truck, he's not obeying their commands. He's got his hands out. And let's see what, we'll continue to watch this and see what happens. There's no doubt he can probably hear them. So we're not sure what the problem
Air One.
is.
Most definitely. Air One is hovering just to the west of him right now, right over the highway, looking away. So they're kind of being quiet on the air right now. So I would imagine they're talking to him in person. As I said, I can't tell if any of the tires are flat, but something happened to the truck where he just pulled over here. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. They've got the highway completely blocked. So if you're planning on taking I-44 westbound, it is completely blocked right now with all of the officers' cars. As you can see right there, Steve Johnson giving you a good look at it.
Yeah, and in case you're just joining us here at the 3 o'clock hour, this is what is turning now into a standoff between OHP, other law enforcement officers, the driver in a tree. He's getting out now. He's getting out now. They're telling him to back up, and they're going to want him to lay on the ground. Do we know if anybody else is in the truck, Mason? Have you heard that?
I was told that this was a single occupant in the truck. As you can see, he's backing up.
Yeah.
They're telling him to back up. They'll send an officer or 2 or 3 or 5 maybe out there to get handcuffs. He looks like a pretty good sized fella. So as you can see, he's still backing up here, and hopefully this is going to come to a peaceful end without anybody getting hurt.
It looks like it. It looks like the cuffs are going on now, and he'll be put in the back of a police vehicle. They are going to go check that truck, of course, and if anybody else is in there, they are definitely outgunned right now, because law enforcement officers don't want to take any chance with anybody laying down in there who may have a weapon, and you can't blame them. They're looking now. Doesn't look like they see anybody else.
It appears that he was the only person.
Yeah. Well, this is a peaceful end, which is always the best way for it to happen, of a chase involving a man and a truck and pulling a trailer, where you can only kind of surmise what happened here. Maybe a stolen trailer, maybe something else. But all we know is that the suspect is in custody, and that highway will be opened back up soon. And, of course, we'll have crews on the ground finding out exactly what the situation was here. But it was, you don't see many of these, do you, Mason? We've seen a couple, but not many, of a man pulling a trailer involved in a chase.
Yeah, I've seen them where they crawled out the back and unhooked the trailer while the chase was going on.
Yeah, I remember that one.
You know, just crazy stuff. But evidently, either they got the stop sticks on the truck, or he just decided to pull over. So, peaceful ending nonetheless. He finally decided to give up. Hopefully, they'll get him in a police car and and they can open the highway because they had the highway completely blocked.
Right, and a very, very busy highway it is. We'll have more for you on this chase and, of course, all the rest of the news coming up starting at 4 and on KFOR.com.